Funding for this video is brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you.
What's up, punks? And welcome to video. Or should I say welcome to vlog, because we've got another slow, cozy reading video today. You already know what you're in for, but if by any chance you don't, hi, my name is Allie. Around these parts, we suffer, survive, thrive. We read some stuff, we do some stuff. But the reason I'm here to introduce this video, to kickstart this video, Allie from the future, is to remind you that there are currently 2 snaily designs that I've designed with my own 2 hands, available for a limited pre-order for the next 24 or so hours. That's right, if you're watching this on Sunday, May 21st, you have 1 day left to place your pre-orders before the snaily designs are no longer available. I love snails so much, especially since getting my autism diagnosis about a year ago. They remind me to focus on only my growth, my path, and to not compare to those around me, because we all develop, function, and thrive at different paces. And so I made these designs to give us all a cozy reminder to only compare ourselves to ourselves. 10% of the proceeds are being donated to the Autistic Self-Advocacy Network, an organization for autistic folks by autistic folks. There are 5 different shirt options. In both designs, the colors go up to a 3XL, and all of the sweatshirts and white t-shirts go up to a 5XL. You can support the channel, get something soft for yourself, and support a bomb charity if you'd like, but only for the next 24 hours. At the end of Monday, it's curtains. I just wanted to remind you, pre-order month is almost over. Okay, let's go back in time, start the vlog, break. It's kind of a heart.
It's kind of a heart.
Hi people, I'm starting this vlog on my weekend, as you can tell. I haven't done a sheet mask since like 2019 or something, but I got this for free in my box of skincare. Hello! She's glorious. I'm gonna be so beautiful after this, it'll be over for you hoes. I'm getting over a cold. I was bedridden for the past few days, very ill, but I made some great noodles and Lord's got me sushi and everything's fine now. Well, mostly. I'm slowly coming down from my NyQuil stupor. Probably gonna have more NyQuil tonight because I'm still not 100%, but that's fine. I want to get a lot of reading done this weekend. I have not been very kind to myself as far as free time and enjoyment and all that jazz is concerned. So this weekend, full self-care mode. This weekend, me time. As of right now, I am reading All About Love by Bell Hooks, which is a nonfiction of Bell Hooks's philosophical meditations surrounding love. I've read the intro. It's nice. And I'm also reading The Bandit Queens by Parini Shroff, which we talked about in last week's video in my haul. But it's about a woman whose husband goes missing and everyone in the town thinks that she killed her husband, and she's like, I'm gonna roll with it. But then a bunch of women approach her asking her to help them kill their husbands. About halfway done. This is very readable. I really much like this one. I intend to finish it today because there's only like 150 pages left. It'll be great. I cleaned my house this morning. It feels wonderful. I made a bunch of banana bread because all the tops of my bananas fell off when I was going to move them, so it had to be done. I literally have 4 loaves right now, so hopefully I can pawn some bread off to friends. Otherwise I'll freeze it, but I don't know if I believe in frozen bread, you know? That's a problem for future me. Right now, I'm just going to soak up this beauty and become my most glowing, glorious self soon. Bye. Good morning. Good morning. Cheers. Cat hair. Make a wish. Somehow these flowers are still kind of alive. It's been like a month. Did you see my heart? It's perfect. I have some big news today, but I want to wake up a little bit first. I finished The Bandit Queens yesterday. I'll talk about that. I'm just gonna start my morning with some Bell Hooks. I'm gonna pick up our book club book, Popee Show. If you'd like to join the book club, it's $1 a month. It's through the Patreon. We read something new each and every month. It's a lot of fun. This is a magical realism story about an island, and everyone says that it is so much more than what the blurb says it is. Woo! Happy Saturday. Okay, I'm ready for the day. I'm just gonna redo my braids because these have been slept on and they're a little sloppy. My big news is that I am finally on the YouTube Partner Program. I have not had AdSense for the entire 15+ years that I've been on YouTube. So what happened was I made one legally when I was 15. I had my parents' permission, but back then the YouTube Partner Program was just so new, and so there were not a lot of checks and balances, let's just say. And so within just a couple of weeks of having it, it was taken away
away from me for invalid click activity. That AdSense account was through an email that I no longer had access to, seeing as I made it when I was a child. And also, I'm an unorganized child. So basically, Google AdSense was banning me from having an AdSense account now because they were completely certain that there was already one in my name. And then when I tried to delete the old one from 2010, they would say, you need to prove that this is you. And I would say, but you know it's me, that's why you won't let me have one now. So basically I was stuck in this cycle of them being certain that the old one was me, but me having to prove that the old one was me. But I had no way to prove that the old one was me because they didn't have access to that email. Does that make sense? Lucky for me, they have since changed their rules and they have recently made it possible for you to combine AdSense accounts. I was then thrown into a test, so to say, because Google was like, I need to make sure you're a human. You have to go through all these hoops to prove that you're alive, and it's been in the process since February. But now it's official. I'm a human being. How exciting is that? It's not enough to make a living off of, but it is enough to save and spoil the channel with little things. So I've taken the money from February, March, and April, and I got a new camera for the videos. It should be here today. I am so excited. It's the camera that was on my vision board for 2023. It's more so the principle of it all. I've been making YouTube videos since I was 11 years old, and finally, I am recognized for my services. I'm just jazzed about it. This is so exciting. You wanna see? Look, it's official. Finally, after
I can only count to 6. What the heck come after 6?
17 years? It just feels good to be official and recognized. I just wanted to let y'all know because this is huge. Anyway, Lawrence wants to make a day trip to Brussels. It's a Saturday. It's gonna be a good Saturday. Wanna see my outfit? You can see my tattoo. Ah! Wanna go to the bookshop with me? Great. Hello, I'm so sleepy. I have a serious case of the Sundays. But what I really like to do to combat this feeling is plan and prepare. So I've got my bullet journal all nice and set up for the week, which always makes me feel better. Basically for my bullet journal, I have the monthly calendar that I designed for the Patreon. I printed out. I have my highlights here, so I try and pick a nice big happy thing that I'm grateful for each day. Also for the month, I have brain dumps, so things that I have to do for work and things that I have to do in my personal everyday life. And then we've got the weekly spreads. I used to have a time block calendar that I would put here, but honestly, I've been struggling a bit. And also confession time. I've been thinking a lot about that laziness does not exist passage that we read in a couple vlogs ago. And we see a person as impressive for admitting that they no longer want to carry something that they've been shouldering for too long. And it got me reflecting on how much I had on my plate, and honestly, working full time and following an intensive Dutch schedule was just too much. I decided to celebrate saying no and taking something off my plate so then I could be healthier, happier, less stressed. That doesn't mean I'm done with Dutch by any means. I'm just not gonna follow that specific schedule right now. So I decided to ditch the hourly breakdowns of my day and just decided to make little mood boards for the week. We've got relaxing in the sun and reading. We've got collage making, lino cutting, art, gardening, some books I want to read, some games I want to play on like a little bulletin board. This takes me like maybe 5 minutes in Photoshop, and then I print it out. Then I have each day broken down here. Got a list for things I want to do in my personal life, things I need to do in my work life, and then each and every day I take things from this list, throw it onto the day. And also, since I'm very much an out of sight, out of mind person, I will then take what I put on the day here and throw it on a sticky on my desktop so that I can't forget what I set out for myself. So that's where we're at. I'm just feeling really weak and sleepy. I don't know, just low spoons. It's raining. It's a Sunday. Hello, party people. Don't look at my coffee mess. Stop it. Happy Monday. It is Monday. I woke up this morning, I went to the gym. I was so tired, I was not feeling it. I thought it would be a lazy, bare minimum Monday gym session, but it ruled. It was such a good time. I am so strong, so buff, so hot. Sometimes after the gym, it gets me really energized. I feel the endorphins. Sometimes it leaves me like a deflated balloon. Today, it is the latter. I went in tired, I came out tired, but I'm still really glad that I went. It's very good for my brain, and I'm gonna sleep so well tonight. So I'm dressed now, I've had my breakfast, I've had my coffee, I've been doing some admin work, emails, video outlining, all that jazz, and I'm now on my little tea break. One of my favorite podcasts of all time, Bingetopia, makes these episodes on occasion where they say what's in and what's out for the season, sort of like fashion, but just with like daily habits, activities, things like that. And I'm just gonna have to say that what is in for this spring season is blending your own tea, making your own tea combinations to fit what you need. My go-to tea combo lately is hibiscus, chamomile, fruity goodness. Amazing. It is such a treat. I'm gonna go drink this, finish up my work now. Cheers, happy Monday. In a few more hours, so I whipped up some spicy udon noodle soup. It took like 5 minutes. I'm very excited. Delicious. I really have to make a conscious effort to remind myself to eat food, especially when I'm doing something that I enjoy. That's something that I didn't know about myself for the longest time because I didn't know I was autistic. It's no secret that food helps you function, but I've just found it very easy to fall apart at the seams because my body doesn't give me the right cues to prevent me from falling apart at the seams. So even though I feel very rudely interrupted by myself, I need to honor my body and give it some carbs. I'm really excited to finish my outlining admin stuff today because I want to read so bad. It is such a gloomy, foggy gray day, and I'm ready to be cozy and fall into some stories. You know what I mean? The soup is really good though. Cannot lie to you. Remember, food is fuel for the revolution. And my head started hurting. I think I might have just gotten a little too hard at the gym today. I'm a little out of practice, but I'm gonna lay here with my cat and read. I brought All About Love by Bell Hooks. I also brought our book club book. We still haven't talked about The Bandit Queens, which I read as well. We gotta do that. Just not right now because being harassed. I also brought Tuesdays with Maury because I have too much album books on my shelf and I haven't read either of them, so I figured it was time. Okay, we're gonna try and feel better now. Together! Hello. We are in the old apartment, probably for the last time. It's looking a lot better. We painted, we deep cleaned. It is so weird. Time is so weird. Change is so weird. Oh, lots of good memories in here. I sleep in my closet. This is our daily ritual. There's a little empty area on my closet shelves that he has claimed for himself, and he sleeps there every day, and then I work here. Life is good. Today we have so much editing to do. I cut yesterday a little short because my body was screaming. Today we gotta get it done. I gotta get this video sent out to be approved well before the weekend. Let's knock this out. Hello. I realized that I haven't been checking in with my reading this week. Since this reading vlog began, I devoured The Bandit Queens by Perini Schroff. This book is about a woman whose husband runs away one day and everyone in the village thinks that she murdered him, and instead of correcting them, she goes with it. It was just a romp. It was so much fun. It was somehow both high stakes and low stakes at the same time. It was easily one of the funniest books I've ever read. Somehow so hilarious, yet covering deep themes. Like, this book was everything. And then last night I read Tuesdays with Maury by Mitch Albom. This is a true story about our author when he reconnects with his old sociology professor who is dying of ALS. And so they join forces and kind of collect all of his old teacher's wisdom and put it in this little book. I've seen a lot of people say that this is really cheesy, which it is, which I like. And I've also seen a lot of people say say that the advice isn't that groundbreaking, like it's pretty basic stuff, but I would argue that life is just not as complicated as we like to think it is. I understand that it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I was quite impressed with it. There's like a dog ear or a tab on every page. Maybe I'm biased because I've had 2 friends in my life who were very much like Maury, and I'm very grateful to have been able to collect their wisdoms and share time with them. So this one was special to me. Pretty good reading week so far. It's gonna continue because we are in bed yet again. My body, it has given up. It has thrown in the towel. I think I need to listen to it as much as I don't want to. I'm sure you're sick of it. I'm sick of it. Constantly trying to find the balance all the time. Whatever. That's showbiz, baby. So I guess I'm just gonna read in bed and listen to the rain and try and enjoy the rest of today despite my body completely giving up on me. Thank you for tuning in to Girl is in Bed again. I can't find my cheap headphones. These bougie Sonys said you're not supposed to exercise with them as they get moist. But I would rather die than listen to the soundtrack of Basic Fit. Today while I was setting up my leg press, there was an older man setting up the leg extension machine. And there are a lot of machines that I don't know jack about. Working on my abs, never gonna happen. But the leg extension machine is my favorite machine in the whole gym. And I swore it looked like something was stuck and he was confused. He kept like fiddling with the back piece. And so I asked if he needed help. I was like, "Heb je help nodig?" And he's like, "What?" I said, "Heb je help nodig?" And he went, "Nay and yay?" Like he seemed a little offended. Like, I don't know, man, I was just checking. It looked like there was a piece stuck for you. I know how scary the gym can be. I don't know your situation. He then proceeded to use the machine at 160 pounds. For context, on a good day, I can do 115, 130. He was a very buff 60-year-old dude. Didn't mean to offend you, my brother in Christ. I'm so sorry. Anyway, what I'm gonna do now is deep clean the house. I've got the cats locked up. I've got all the windows open. We're getting some fresh air in here. I'm gonna vacuum. I'm gonna wipe down some surfaces. It's gonna be great. So then the apartment will be all nice and fresh for the weekend. And then I'm gonna shower because I'm really sweaty and I don't think I've showered since Monday, the last time I went to the gym. Oops. Hello. I am wearing my uniform, which is a pair of gray biker shorts and an oversized snail sweatshirt. If you're watching this right now, on the day it comes out, there are less than 48 hours to pre-order, y'all. Just saying. I have so many clothes to fold. My apartment is so clean. Everything is clean, except for the dishes. That's Lawrence's job. If y'all are in a relationship or a situationship or a roommate situationship, y'all need to have clearly defined chores. It'll make your life so much easier. I got a lot of reading done yesterday. I'm about halfway done. It's All About Love by Bell Hooks. It's interesting. It's not blowing my mind, but it's well written and I like her balance with other sources. And y'all, I'm like 100 pages into Papisha, which is a book that I assigned for our book club. I'm so confused, but recently somebody messaged me saying that they loved it a lot, so I'm gonna hold out hope. But this is a magical realism about an island where everyone has like a different magical thing assigned to them by the gods, TM. But there are so many characters and it's written like a very overtly complex fantasy, you know? And my brain just doesn't do well with very complex fantasies, but it's not a fantasy. It could come around. There's like 500 pages. It's way longer than I thought. I'm gonna keep folding my laundry now. Thank you so much for tuning in to Girl Keeps Apartment Cozy. Bye! And there you have it. That was a week or so in my life. Looking back, I really wish we left the house more, but it was like torrential downpouring for the entire 7 days of this video. That's just how Belgium is sometimes. That's how Belgium is a lot of the times. I read 4 books last week. The first one being The Bandit Queens by Karini Shroff. This is a top tier book in my opinion. I loved this one so much. I loved the themes. It was hilarious. Definitely gonna be an honorable mention at the end of the year. Spoiler alert. I also read Tuesdays with Maury on one of those bedridden days. This was such a nice, sweet little book with some great life lessons, some great reminders. I thought it was very intimate. it, very easy to read. This was just nice. I can't wait to read more from Mitch Albom. I also read Lumberjanes. I cannot wait to dive into so many of these this summer because it takes place at a summer camp. This is a graphic novel about a group of gals going on adventures, camping. It's so cute. I love it so much. I read the first two like 10 years ago. So excited to finally commit and read them all. I also finished All About Love by Bell Hooks. This was very interesting, definitely well written. I thought it was a wonderful way to start my mornings with my little coffee and my little book about love, and I would consider myself a Bell Hooks fan. So thank you to everyone who has commented what other books from Bell Hooks that I should read. And I also started Papisho, which I'm so confused. I cannot wait to talk to you guys about this one because I need the collective minds of the Pocket Pages to help me process. I'm so confused. I am so confused. And that's that. Thank you so much for being here. I love vlogging. I think it's a great form of accountability, so to say. I'm really bad with negative self-talk, especially when it comes down to productivity or accomplishments or things of the like, and so it's nice to have y'all along for the ride. It helps me reflect more accurately. It's just therapeutic and grounding, so I appreciate all of this. One final reminder, snail shirts, 1 day left. The next launch for merch might be around fall time, Northern Hemisphere, but nothing is set in stone. I don't know which designs are going to return, which new ones are going to be blossoming. I have some ideas, but if you want anything that is available now, it might only be available now. Just try to be transparent with that, especially the colors. They're only a spring thing, so get them while you can, while they're still hot. And thank you so much to everyone who's already placed their pre-order. This has been such a magical, wonderful thing. I cannot wait to give our charity donation from all of us to this great organization. I can't wait to spoil the channel with some things from what we've earned. I'm thinking microphone. That's about all I've got planned, actually. I'm thinking microphone. So that's that. Snail shirts, if they're not your thing, the Patreon's linked down below. We've got a great Discord where we share recipes and pictures of our pets and a cool book club and funky fresh downloadables. I appreciate everyone who's on there so much. It's the reason that I can create on the internet.com. Thank you everyone, old and new. And that's that. I'm gonna edit this now and send it out into the void. And as always, thank you for clicking, thank you for caring, and thank you for being nice. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!